what I want to do is today you are actually going to be going over to the computer lab or using the computers in one way or another to do some research for a postcard about skin cancer. Okay. Now, the most important source of information that I want you to use is the website that is right there on your sheet of paper. Now, the menu options have actually changed since I printed this up, so I actually wanted to take some time to kind of walk you a little bit through the website before you get started. The idea here is you want to do research on UV radiation and its effects and what can be done to help prevent different types of skin cancer. So you want to try to be able to answer these questions, but I'm not going to ask you to actually turn in a list of those questions. Or the answers to those questions. How you're going to actually show me that you've done your research is based on the submission that you give me with the postcard. Okay, so let's first go to the website, and that way then I can show you what I am talking about. So just give it a minute here. Alright, so this is the website and what it looks like when it first comes up. Now, it's a lot different, like I said, than what it used to be. And you want to spend most of your time down here in the Protect Your Health section and learning about the UV index. These two up here, Sunwise Kid and the Sun Safety Games, are actually targeted towards younger kids. So if we go to the Protect Your Health section, you can actually read through some of the steps that you need, and it talks about some special considerations for children. It also goes into the health effects here and the skin cancer in your state. So you can actually go down and click on the for browsing version down here for the Pennsylvania facts. It'll give you a nice little newsletter type of thing that you can pop up, and it actually talks a lot about specifically things here in Pennsylvania, which I thought was kind of interesting and relevant since that's where we're living. You can look at the what is your UV forecast, but obviously that's going to change on a day-to-day basis. What you also, in order to learn about ultraviolet radiation, you want to check out the what do the numbers mean area. Okay, so based on that, you can, and that's meant to get you started. You may want to use some other sources, which is perfectly fine. Okay, what you are going to do with that information is you are going to develop a UV radiation information postcard. Okay, the target audience are kids your age, and maybe a little bit younger. So we're looking at, trying to target kids who are in high school, because this is quite honestly where many of you make decisions about your exposure to UV radiation that affect you later on in life. So the purpose is to inform young people about the dangers of UV radiation, and the idea would be that copies of this postcard would be distributed some of those shops you see over at the shore, the surf shops, the sports stores, the cafes, and the beach shops. Now, the idea here is also a little bit of marketing tactics here. You want to make your postcard such that it's interesting, so that someone would actually pick it up and take a look at it. And I've actually left a few examples of ones that have been done in the past so you can kind of see. You don't have to have a lot of artistic talent to do this, although some of the students that, some of the best ones and examples that I have are ones that yes, they did have some artistic talent. But it can be just as simple as finding some pictures that would catch somebody's eye type of thing. You want to make sure it's kind of easy to read and not too overwhelming. You want to get that basic information and that basic message across without a lot of text, because if I pick up a postcard and there's a novel written on it, I'm not probably going to be interested in buying that. But if it's something kind of short, sweet, and to the point, then I probably would pay more attention to it. Now, you do have to keep in mind your limited space. Basically what you're trying to do is solve the problem of how would you convince someone that overexposure to something you can't see or feel be harmful to you and possibly lead to skin cancer. So on the back of your paper, I actually gave you some sketch space. So if you want to put things down and kind of try to lay things out or try to sketch things out, kind of a practice run for some of the things on your postcard, you are more than welcome to. What I have given you is the blank postcard for you to use. So you can see it's blank on both sides, so you can lay it out however you wish. My goal in terms of when this is going to be due will actually be next week on Thursday, the 20th. But this is going to be the only class time that you have to actually work on it. So I would like for you to take your time, make sure that you get the information that you need, see if you can find some things that maybe you want to use on your postcard in terms of graphics, or come up with an idea. Maybe you want some, like a headline or a tagline on your postcard to kind of catch people's attention as it's sitting there, on the counter, so to speak. Okay? So that's it here for the skin cancer postcard. Like I said, what I want you to do is work on the research portion of it today. I did leave materials available if you want to actually start working on your postcard, sketching, drawing, coloring, whatever you would like. If you do print out anything ever in black and white, please make sure, or my suggestion would be to try to make it more eye-catching by adding some color to it in some way, shape, or form. So go ahead and take a look at the examples that I've left, and you can see that it really does not take a lot for this to be kind of a nice project for you.